Ever feel like a broken record, repeating the same transition directions time and time again, every single day? Or maybe you watch the clock as certain students pack up at a snail's pace, wishing they would go just a little bit faster. If you're tired of inconsistent transitions, stick around. Today, I'm going to show you how the power of predictability and a simple anchor chart can save your sanity and precious time. I'll never forget my first dismissal as a kindergarten teacher, my very first year. The bell rang and instantly chaos erupted. Some students lined up, some students were ready to walk out the door, some students were saying, "Where does my folder go?" Some students didn't know how they were getting home. As students rushed out the door, I realized that half of them left their folder on the table, or even worse, on the floor. By the time the last student was out my classroom door, my classroom looked like a tornado. When I came back into my room, I stood there and thought, there has to be a better way. And luckily, there is. I quickly realized that without predictable routines, transitions can feel stressful. And not just for you, they could also feel stressful for your students. Over the years, I've helped myself and other teachers get their transitions under control. And today I'm going to share the best strategies to help you accomplish the same thing. Transitions can be chaotic, especially when students don't know what's coming next or they don't know what's expected of them. Children thrive on routine and consistency. Knowing what to do next helps to reduce their anxiety. When students know exactly what to expect, they're more likely to stay on task and move efficiently from one activity to the next. Have you ever had a student freeze in the middle of doing something because they forgot where something went? That's where predictability can make all the difference. I love to model my transitions with an anchor chart. If you've ever felt like you're repeating the exact same directions over and over again, day after day, you'll want to try using a simple anchor chart. I used to spend so much time saying, pack your bag, check the floor, push in your chair, and it was exhausting. But when I started using a transition anchor chart, instead of repeating myself, my students had a clear visual reminder of what was expected of them. Creating one is simple. You'll just want to list the top 3 to 5 key steps. For example, clean your desk, then check the floor, pack up your backpack, walk to the door, and line up quietly. One of my students used to ask me every single day, "Where does my folder go again?" But after using the anchor chart consistently, he stopped asking because the answer was right in front of him. If you still have students that are struggling in a certain time of the day, a veteran teacher tip is to take your anchor chart and print them a mini one for their desk so it can be right in front of them. I used to do this for some of my students that really struggled with dismissal and could not for the life of them remember all the steps. I just made them a little dismissal anchor chart. They had all the steps right in front of them, and it made that transition such a breeze. It made it easier for me and it made it easier for them. Before I go over the next 2 tips, I would love if you would take a second and like and subscribe to this video, and don't forget to hit that little bell so that you'll be reminded when I come out with future classroom management videos. All right, let's get on to tip 2. Tip number 2 is to reinforce your routine using a visual timer. Some students take forever to transition because they don't feel a sense of urgency. A visual timer changes that by giving them a clear visual how much time is remaining. This simple, repetitive visuals help students stay focused without being distracting. And the countdown gives them a natural sense of how quickly they're going to need to move. I would have students move at a glacial pace until all of a sudden that timer was ticking down, and all of a sudden, wouldn't you know that they cleaned up the fastest out of anyone in the classroom. For me, the visual timers were a game changer. And if you're interested, I will link them down below for you. Tip number 3 is to use music as one of your predictable cues. Verbal reminders lose their effectiveness when they're repeated too many times. Students will start to just tune you right out. Instead of telling students over and over that it's time to transition, show them through music. I love to use one song to signal that it is time to start packing up. Over time, students will learn to pace themselves to match the song, knowing when it's about to end and when they need to hurry up and be finished. I love that I'll click the song, and the moment that it starts playing, my students know exactly what to do and they start doing it. If you need a list of transition songs, I have a free transition song playlist that I will also link in the description for you guys below. Predictability isn't just about saving time. It's about creating a safe, structured environment where students feel confident and know exactly what to do next, or at least where to go look for the answer. I'd love to hear from you guys. Try out these strategies and let me know in the comments how they work in your classroom. And if you want to grab any of the things that I talked about today, you can find the links for all of them in the description below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. And if you want to be notified of when I put out future classroom management videos, be sure to hit that little bell.